Today we're looking at three exercises, single string exercises on the fifth string. So we're looking at an A major scale on the fifth string, a B flat major scale on the fifth string, and a B chromatic scale on the fifth string. Follow the lesson for free and just pick up all the tips, and you can pick up all these exercises for free just from the video. But if you're interested, these are number 36 to number 38 from my book, Exploring the Fretboard, 100 Exercises for Intermediate Guitar, and there's a link for that in the description. Like I said, you can pick it up for free from the video, but if you're more serious, you're going to want to see the music notation and just study from the book in order, of course. So I'm showing you three exercises. It's very important that you study them one at a time while saying the note names out loud. That is the key to all this, because you'll memorize the fingerings too quickly and you'll be able to play it maybe first try, but saying the note names out loud will actually teach you the fretboard knowledge. So number 36, make sure you've watched the previous videos. I'm not going to repeat all the advice anymore about the benefits of doing all this. But I will say, we have the fifth string to go through and the sixth string, and then we're going to be moving on to the comparative exercises across the fingerboard. But number 36 is an A major scale with a triad, arpeggiated triad at the end. And I'll just play it first, but then we must say the note names out loud after that. So when you're learning these, if you want to just learn the fingerings first and just be able to play it, you can even just imitate the video. Do that. But then saying the note names out loud will implant the actual note names, which has a couple of values for those with music theory. You'll be able to realize where the tones and semitones are. But really, for a lot of people, it's just about building up anchor points, knowing where your octave A is, and where the fifth of the chord is, and that triad at the end will build in further anchors. So just repeat the exercise for a few days to let those anchor points set in, because when we switch to the harder exercises, you'll want to know that stuff. All right, you'll want some orientation, and you won't want the fretboard to be too much of a mystery when we start jumping around more. So saying the note names out loud is the essential aspect, so we must do that. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, G sharp, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, B, A, C sharp, E, A, E, C sharp, A. So, the anchor points of your open A, your octave A, but then the third of the chord, C sharp, and the fifth of the chord, E. Seventh fret is a great anchor point area too. And by now you've done so much of the seventh fret, I think you'll probably be getting to know that area fairly well. This first section of the book is just getting you up there, getting you working over the whole guitar. And then the next section is going to be a little bit more adventurous. So number 37 is a B flat major scale. Some people are less familiar with their flats, but I'll just play it first. And saying the note names. B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat, A, G, F, E flat, D, C, B flat. I think for some students on that one, you'll probably want to learn the fingering first, and then just practice reciting the letter names, which I've written out, below the exercise. Just get comfortable with that, and then put it all together and just do it like I did there, and do that for a few days until you're comfortable, and then move on to the next one. Okay, this is one of the last chromatic scales for a while. Anyway, we have a B chromatic scale, but again, a big part of this first section of the book is just really knowing your musical alphabet, understanding how the musical alphabet works on the guitar. So we got to keep pounding that into your brain and keep working it, just so we don't lose it. So number 38. B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B flat, A flat, G flat, F, E, B flat, D flat, C, B. That's all there is to it. I don't want you to breeze through this section of the book, even though I know you could easily learn these so quickly. But please, one exercise at a time, stay on that exercise for a few days, just for 2 minutes of your practice session, and let it all sink in, let the anchor points sit in, and then just move on with the rest of your practice. After a few days, move to the next exercise. Take your time. It's going to take a while to get through the first section, but you don't even think about it. Just 2 minutes a day, and let it sink in. Because when we start switching from exercises that use comparative passages across different strings, you really are going to want to know the fretboard a little bit better and know how the musical alphabet works, so that the harder exercises start to make more sense. They're not just something you learn by rote, but you'll actually understand, like, oh, next D is always next to C because it's a tone up. Or C sharp is always next to C because it's a semitone up. Knowing that, not just knowing the information, but knowing it instinctively in your mind and body is the important thing.